Good evening, Bulldog and Trojan Nation. We are here in Baltic for an exciting matchup here in Region 3 in Class A Volleyball. We are in the semifinals. We have the number 2 Baltic Bulldogs, 21-8, going up against the visiting number 3 West Central Trojans, who are also 21-8. I'm Deron Ruesch with Big Sioux Media, not your normal broadcaster, but a pleasure to be here. Looking at these games between these two, back on September 6th, West Central came on top with a 3-2 set win. Baltic lost the first set 21-25. Then Baltic won the second set 25-17, won the third set 25-16. Then the Trojans won set number 4 25-20. And then the Trojans came out on top in set number 5 15-11. So this should prove to be very exciting tonight between these two teams. Both of them trying to strive for that special SODAC 16. That'll be happening next week. Let's look at the last 5 matchups here for the Bulldogs. The first round of playoffs, they defeated Garrettson 3-0. Back on October 28th, they defeated Dubrook area 3-0. Defeated Canton 3-0. This was a big win at Lennox. They defeated the Orioles 3-0, and then they defeated Centerville 3-0. So that's how the Bulldogs look. Jumping over to the Trojans, they defeated Flandreau the other night in their first round of playoffs, 3-0. And then their last regular season game was against the Tri-Valley Mustangs, one of my favorites. And they defeated the Mustangs 3-1. They defeated Parker Marion 3-0, defeated Garrettson 3-0, and then they lost to Lennox in the DAC 12 conference tournament 2-1. So that's how things are lining up here. We'll have introductions here shortly. Appreciate you tuning in to Big Sioux Media. Tonight's officials are going to be Dennis Hausman, Tammy Hausman, Belinda Miller, and Randy Bosch. And the final whistle is given. And the players will be coming out on the court here shortly. And we will do some team introductions. Lots of energy here in the gym. Again, the winner of these two teams tonight, they punch their ticket into the SODAC 16.
Welcome to tonight's final round of the region tournament action. This contest is between the West Central Trojans and the Baltic Bulldogs.
Again, the West Central Trojans are visiting here in Baltic. We will jump over to the Trojans lineup.
First, we have 5'7" freshman libero.
We got the 5'7" freshman, the libero, number 1, Ellie Knight.
Also 5'7" junior.
We got a 5'7" junior, number 2, Maddox Ingalls. And then we have a 5'7" junior, number 4, Cambry Idecker. And then we got a 5'4" senior, number 5, Taylor Borgen. And then we got a 5'9" sophomore, number 6, Sophia Gross. And then a 5'4" junior, number 10, Ashton Nilsson. And then a 5'10" junior, number 13, Isabella McKinney. And the coaches are coached by Mike Eidecker, Megan Evans, and Megan Johnson. And now let's jump over to the Baltic Bulldogs. We got a 5'7" sophomore, number 1, Tinley Witzel. We got a 5'7" sophomore, number 3, Izzy Clark. And then we have a 5'2" junior, number 4, Kaya Lendertz. And then we got a 5'8" senior, number 6, Meredith Larson. And then we got a 5'10" junior, number 11, Harper Kortemeyer. And then we got a 5'8" senior, number 12, Caitlin Pickett. And lastly, we got a 5'8" senior, number 13, Sophia Even. And those are your starting lineups.
The Bulldogs are coached by head coach Casey Weatherly, assisted by Daniel Chapin, Paige Deron, and Austin Tremblay.
Head coach Casey Weatherly, and then assistant coaches Danielle Chapin, Paige Deron, and Austin Tremblay. We are going to step away for the national anthem.
This evening for Orthopedic Institute is athletic trainer Tyron Johns. At this time, would you please stand as we honor our nation this evening? Please show proper respect by removing any caps, facing the flag, and standing at attention with your right hand over your heart. All veterans and out-of-uniform military personnel may salute the flag. The playing of our national anthem.
All right, national anthem is done. And let's get ready for some semifinal volleyball action here in Baltic. Bulldogs are taking on the Trojans. Both these teams evenly matched with a 21-8 record. The back line, we have Clark, Even, and Kortemeyer. And then up front for the Bulldogs is Larson, Witzel, and Pickett. And Clark will get things started here for this matchup. Again, between the West Central Trojans and the Baltic Bulldogs. There's an overpass. Another overpass put up. Just a little off speed. It's going to be brought back across by Eidecker. There's a swing. Brought back by Eidecker. There's a put back and down for a point by Larson. Got to get some of these players' names right. That one is going to go out of bounds. So the Trojans will have their first opportunity to serve. Eidecker serving for the Trojans. Even's going to try to dig that one out of the net. No good. Trojans go up 2-1. Even, it goes across and down for the point is Witzel. Oh no, they're going to say in the net, and the Trojans are going to get the point. My apologies. Good passing there by the Bulldogs. Even's going to chase that down, and just a quick little push across. Here comes the Trojans on the attack. Even back across. Nice dig there by Nilsson. And it looks like Witzel's going to pick up another point for the Bulldogs. Stepping back to serve is Lendertz. And she knuckles that one in for an ace. Great way to get started there for the junior. That is the first ace of the night, and that goes to the Bulldogs. And make that number 2. And the Bulldogs go up 4-3 early in this first set. There's a set, and that point is brought down by Gross for the Trojans, knotted up at 4 apiece. Ingles back to serve for the Trojans. Even, quick set. Nice dig. Kortemeyer's going to pop it up. Quick push over. Up front, we have a net violation on the Trojans. Side out over to the Bulldogs. Unable to be brought back across. Harden has a hitting error. 6-4 lead for the Bulldogs. And Larson is the one serving. I apologize for not saying that. Up and straight down was Gross for a Trojan point. McKinney comes in for the Trojans. Gross goes back to serve. Free ball brought across by Harden. Picked up by Lendertz. There's a swing and off a blocker. Was a great swing there by Witzel. And Witzel serving. Witzel. And they're going to say that was too hard. That was swung up. Oh, they're going to say no, that was good. It was touched by the Trojans. So Clark picks up the point for the Bulldogs. There's an overpass. Even. Back to even. She's going to try to find that soft spot. Picked up by Knight. Pushed back across. I think that was by Phillips. And a hitting error made by the Trojans. It's another Bulldog point. Now up 9-5. Nice diving dive made there by Even. Baltic was unable to return it. Back over to the Trojans. Back to serve is Phillips. Bumped up. Even's just going to push it to hits the sideline. Popped up by Knight. Touched by the Bulldogs. There's an off speed from the back row by Witzel for a Bulldog point. 10-5 lead, or 10-6 lead, sorry. Knight, quick set, and put down by Harden for a Trojan point. Great action here early between these two teams. Both come in with a 21-8 record. Even's going to put it across. Up and down is good. Ingles with the swing on that play. Back to serve is Harden. Too much juice on that. Point over to the Bulldogs. Even was serving. Even with an ace. And the Trojans want a timeout. Bulldogs lead 12-8 in set number one. This is Big Sioux Media. We'll step away. All right, getting back to the action here in Baltic. Trojans took the first of their two timeouts, down by 4. 3 aces on the night so far for the Bulldogs. Even continuing to serve. Popped up, swung on. Nice dig there by Lendertz. Just a quick push. Nice dig by Lendertz. Popped up by Knight. That one's pushed back across by Ingles. Quick set backwards. Great rally by both these teams. Ingles with a swing. And Lendertz knew she had that one, but it sails out. Trojan point. Ellie Knight to serve for the Trojans. Even gets it up. Free ball. That was brought back across by Clark. And straight down and a point by Gross for the Trojans. Trojans pull to within 2. Knight continuing to serve. And that's going to go out of bounds on her. Side out to the Bulldogs. And Clark to serve. Ingles hits that one a little hard. And that one sails out on her. Another Bulldog point. Clark continues to serve. Man, she got lucky by the ribbon. Oh, man, just a quick little dump shot that was made by Eideker. Eideker to serve. Clark even goes across, a little off speed. And that's going to be too hard by Phillips. Kortemeyer checked in for the Bulldogs and Lendertz serving. Blocked up front, but it's going to go out of bounds. Trojan point. Nice job by the Bulldogs blocking crew. Had their hands twisted to the left just a hair. Even saves that one. Quick little push over. And that has an end, goes out of bounds on the Trojans. Bulldogs get another point as Meredith Larson steps back to serve. Nice dig there by the Bulldogs. Evan's going to bring it back across like a free ball attempt. Quick little dump right in the middle of the donut made by Eideker. When I say donut, that's where 5 players are standing around, create that little circle. Quick set, Kortemeyer, big swing and off a blocker for a Bulldog point. Back set to even, too strong. 17-14 Bulldog lead. Phillips steps back to serve. Lendertz chased down by Witzel. Free ball attempt as that was brought back over by Clark. And off a Bulldog blocker is another point that Harden picked up for the Trojans. They pull to within 2. Knight continuing to serve. We are in set number 1. Both teams evenly matched. Quick set. Blocked by the Trojans. Back up. Even's going to just roll shot it across. And they're going to call a net violation on the Trojans. Point over to the Bulldogs. Kortemeyer back to serve. Free ball attempt. Even's get a back, or I'm sorry, that was a back set to Even for a Bulldog point. We're going to have another Trojan timeout. Bulldogs lead 19-15 in this first set. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
GMC, Chevy, Ford, Ram. Really, any given week, you'll find about all those models on the lot. The most popular brand is gas mileage. That's the truth. We're in Del Rapids. We don't have 50,000 cars driving by our store every day. And the internet and the phone is our bloodline. Golden West has been there and provided us with that from the very beginning.
This is my home.
We have an exciting one here in Baltic. Semifinals, Region 3 volleyball action. Bulldogs taking on the Trojans. Trojans just used their second timeout. Kortemeyer grabs the ball. She will continue to serve for the Bulldogs. Popped up by Knight. Back set. And trying to come across court was Harden, but her ball unable to make it back across. Another Bulldog point. Bulldogs first 1-20. Knight chased down by Eideker. Nice dig by the Bulldogs. Big swing, nice save. Another swing, another block. And they're going to go back set to Even. Her shot is blocked, and that's a Trojan point. This is some great volleyball here by both these teams as Harden goes back to serve. Quick set, and up and off a blocker was Pickett for a point. Harden just checked out for the Trojans. Even to serve, Nilsson. Chased down by Eideker. That was a big swing there by McKinney. Free ball here attempt for the Trojans. Quick set. Nice dig up front. I think that was Witzel. Even brings that across. Witzel. That's going to be a Trojan point. Bulldogs unable to return it. Knight to serve for the Trojans. They pull to within 4. Lendertz chased down by Even. Goes across court, and that one sails out on Larson. Another Trojan point. That one is an ace, and that'll be the Trojans' first ace. And now the Bulldogs want to use their first timeout. Still up 21-19 in set number 1. This is Big Sioux Media. We'll step away for 30 seconds.
Del Rapids Ace Hardware has everything you need to get your projects done. Stop in and visit their paint department for Benjamin Moore paint products. For your big projects, see their great selection of power tools and their line of steel products for your outdoor projects. Del Rapids Ace Hardware also has everything for your grilling needs, including Weber and Traeger grill models. Their knowledgeable staff will help with all of your home project questions. Del Rapids Ace Hardware is open 7 days a week and located at 1108 State Highway 77 in Del Rapids.
Trojans on a few-point run right now. Bulldogs take the first of their 2 timeouts here in set number 1. Trojans have no timeouts. 21-19 Bulldog lead. And Knight continuing to serve for the Trojans. Nice job up front by Pickett. And that is going to be off a big swing, and that ball bounces off a whistle for another Trojan point. Trojans now pull to within 1. Three aces on the night for the Bulldogs, 1 so far for the Trojans. Evans just going to pop it up. Lendertz brings it across. Knight, Eideker, blocked up front. I think that was blocked. I think that was blocked by Larson. Side out to the Bulldogs. Izzy Clark to serve for the Bulldogs. She just rolls it off the top of the net. Quick push. Evans going to pop it up. Free ball. Eideker. And that is going to be put down by Ingles for a Trojan point. Eideker serving. Evans going to pop it up. Swinging off a blocker is a Bulldog point, and that was a big swing and an important one there by Witzel. 23-21, we played at 25, got a win by 2. Bulldogs playing on their home court. There's his first service error of the night. Ingles to serve for the Trojans. Here comes the Trojans on the attack. That one overpass. Dug up by Even. Lendertz. Going to be brought back across by Witzel. And we got another violation on the Trojans. And the Bulldogs are at set point number 1 in set 1. Larson to serve. Brought back across, nice dig. Back across to Even. And Even's shot was tipped and put down, and the Bulldogs win set number 1, 25-22. We'll step away, hear a few words from our sponsors, and get back for set number 2.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
The Riverside is a premier event venue designed to host unforgettable gatherings of all kinds, from weddings and graduations to corporate meetings, trainings, and private celebrations. With a focus on personalized service, they ensure every event reflects your unique vision. Their dedicated event coordinator will work closely with you to manage every detail so you can relax and enjoy a seamless experience. Located in Del Rapids, visit their website for more information, riversidedelrapids.com. The Dells Theater is the area's best theater experience and value. This beautifully restored theater is located on Main Street in Del Rapids. Enjoy the pick of the best first-run hit movies at bargain prices and enjoy the best popcorn around. Contact the theater about renting time to play video games on the big screen, 428-3456, or online at dellstheater.com. Here's what's showing this week at the Dells Theater.
Edward Jones is dedicated to meeting the needs of its individual investors. Financial advisor Roger Dooley is now serving Del Rapids investors from a new convenient location at 507 West 4th Street. Roger Dooley and his team can help you prepare for retirement, plan for education expenses, and work toward your financial goals. Call 605-428-4090 for an appointment or visit edwardjones.com to learn more. Edward Jones, member SIPC. We have an exciting game here, or match in Baltic. Bulldogs won the first set 25-22. Both these teams with a 21-8 record. The other semifinal game that's happening right now is over in Del Rapids, where the Couriers have the Madison Bulldogs in town. Del Rapids, number one seed with a 25-6 record. Bulldogs beat Tri-Valley the other night 3-1, and they have a record of 19-12. So the winner of both these games advanced to the Sodac 16. Trojans will get the ball to start set number 2. Last time these two teams met was back in September. Trojans came out on top 3-2. It went a full 5. Lendertz, quick set across. Overpass by the Trojans after a great dig. Off speed by Larson. Quick push, dug up by Lendertz. Even back over. Popped back up. Bulldogs reset, even goes across. Big swing and a point there for Witzel. Bulldogs strike first. Lendertz to serve. Ingles has got to pop it up, chased down by Eideker. And a swinging error made by Phillips for another Bulldog point. Bulldogs had one service error their very first set, but they had 3 aces. And that one's going to go out. Hopefully that didn't jinx the Bulldogs on that call. Ingles to serve for the Trojans. Evans going to back set it. Coming back across was Larson, and that's going to just drop on that far sideline for a Bulldog point. Now up 3-1 in set number 2. Quick set. And off the top of the ribbon, off the top of the net was Witzel. Gets a Bulldog roll in for another point. Larson continuing to serve here for the Bulldogs. Knight, Eidecker. And that swing was made by Harden and not able to bring it across. I know I'm not your normal broadcaster, so we're going to give Brett Tivadal a shout out tonight. Hopefully you're tuning in. There's an overpass, and Harden makes the Bulldogs pay for that. Yeah, I know Brett would love to be here for this game. Gross serving. Lendertz pushed across by Witzel. Blocked up front by Kortemeyer. Lendertz. Kortemeyer puts it down for a Bulldog point. Dow Rapids won their first set 25-17. They're in set number 2 also leading 14-7 over Madison. And there's a Trojan point. Bulldogs still up by 3. Ingles and Harden each have 3 kills on the night for the Trojans. Phillips to serve. Nice job there, brought across from the back line, no good by Ingles. Bulldog point. Witzel's got 5 kills on the night. Larson has 3. And Kortemeyer and Even each have 2 for the Bulldogs. Kortemeyer serving. Quick set. Nice dig there by Larson. Blocked up front by the Trojans. Back set to Even. Even has a hitting error. Harden back to serve for the Trojans. Trailing by 3. Brought back across, free ball. Even brought that one across. There's a little off speed. And we got a lift on the Bulldogs. 7-5 lead for the Bulldogs here in set number 2 over the Trojans. Bulldogs won the first one 25-22. Service error on the Trojans. Even to serve. Heidecker, little off speed there by McKinney. Back up. And there's a little off speed made by Pickett for a point for the Bulldogs. Set coming across. Ingles going to push it back. Here comes the Bulldogs on the attack. And that one is hit out of bounds by the Trojans. Baltic now up 10-5 over West Central. Even continuing to serve. Heidecker. Big swing there brought by Ingles. Here comes the Trojans back on the attack. Ingles wants it. Nice job there by the Bulldogs, keeping that one alive. Ingles with another swing, and she finally gets the Trojan point. Great job there by Even. Trying to keep that one alive, and Knight steps back to serve. Too strong, that one sails out. Side out to the Bulldogs. Clark to serve. There's an overpass, joust up front, and that is going to be won by Witzel. And we're going to have a Trojan timeout. They trail by 6 here in set number 2. Stay with us. You're not going to want to miss a minute of this match. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network. All right, getting ready to come back to the action. Coming out of a Trojan timeout. Region 3A volleyball semifinals. Both these teams with a 21-8 record. Witzel's got 6 kills for the Bulldogs on the night. Lendertz has got like 2 aces already. Clark continuing to serve. There's not quite an overpass, and straight down. And Sophia Gross just uncorked on that point. Eideker to serve. Lendertz chased down by Even. Witzel with a swing. Off a Trojan blocker for another point. Lendertz to serve for the Bulldogs. Eideker with the set. Blocked up front. Free ball. Here comes the Bulldogs on the attack. And straight down, and unloading on that one was Witzel for her 8th kill of the night. Lendertz serving. Eideker back set. And down for a point is Ingles. Ingles has 6 kills, and she will be serving for the Trojans. And that one is brought down heavy. That was a kill by Kortemeyer for another Bulldog point. There was a joust up on top. Blocked up front by the Bulldogs. Here comes on the attack again. Little off speed and a point made by Harden. 15-9 lead. Got Coach Weatherly talking to the officials. All right, back to the action here. Gross serving. Boy, that was a cannon brought by Even. Nice dig there, and a overpass of McKinney gets the point for the Trojans. Phillips serving. Lindertz. Back across. And that is a big swing there made by Clark. Goes off a Trojan blocker. Kortemeyer serving. And that one is sails out on Harden. Looks like the Trojans want another timeout. 18-10 lead for the Bulldogs. We'll step away. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
GMC, Chevy, Ford, Ram. Really, any given week, you'll find about all those models on the lot. The most popular brand is gas mileage. That's the truth. We're in Del Rapids. We don't have 50,000 cars driving by our store every day. And the internet and the phone is our bloodline. Golden West has been there and provided us with that from the very beginning.
This is my home.
All right, back to the action. Trojans just burnt their second timeout, trailing by 8 here in set number 2. Kortemeyer continuing to serve. And the Trojans unable to bring that one across. Bulldogs 19-10 lead. They are going to stay on the gas. They don't want to let up. Nice dig. They're going to call lift on the Bulldogs. Side out to the Trojans. Harden back to serve. Harden with 4 kills on the night. Evans just going to bring it across. Free ball attempt here for the Trojans. That's dug up and a joust. One up front by McKinney. Make that 2 points in the row for the Trojans. Kortemeyer to swing, and she's going to drop it in that back corner. I'm sorry, that was Clark that dropped it in that back far corner for a Bulldog point. Even to serve. Winner of this semifinal playoff game's going to advance to the Sodak 16. Eideker, Ingles. Ingles shots blocked, and that is drops in, and Clark is fired up with that block up front. The roofing crew for the Bulldogs getting it done tonight. Eideker back sets it to McKinney. Back set over to Larson. Ingles brings a free ball over. Back set. Oh, nice job there. Outstretched hands by Pickett, bringing that across. Evans going to chase that down. Kortemeyer to swing. Right at the net. Things were in tight. Goes out of bounds on the Trojans. (22-12) lead. Largest lead of the night right here for the Bulldogs of 10 points. Even continuing to serve. She gets the friendly roll off the top of the net for an ace. Ingalls up and straight down for the Trojans. Side out. As Knight's going to step back to serve. Great crowd on hand here in Baltic. Semifinal Region 3A. Timing was off for the Bulldogs on that one. Point over to the Trojans. Lindertz, even, back across. And they're going to say that was or touched by the Trojans. So we are in set point number 1 and set number 2 for the Bulldogs. Trojans are out of timeouts. Brought back across. Here comes the Bulldogs on the attack. Back across. Eideker's going to push it across even. Lindertz is going to pop it up. Running and jumping was Larson. And she's going to get the win in set number 2 here for the Bulldogs. Winning 25-14. We will reset and get ready for set number 3. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
Del Rapids Lumber, located at 1208 North Highway 77 in Del Rapids, is your one-stop shop for all of your home improvement needs. They also have a wide variety of decking options to choose from, so you're sure to find something that fits your needs. They have everything you need to complete your home improvement projects, from lumber and hardware to paint and tools. They only sell the highest quality products, so you can be confident that your home improvement project will be a success. Come on down to Del Rapids Lumber today and let them help you make your home improvement dreams a reality.
Are you an enthusiastic sports fan? Want to have fun and get in on the action?
Heck, yes, that'd be awesome.
Have great attention to detail? Want to stay active?
Definitely.
Want to give back to the student athletes in your community?
Obviously, yes.
Then you'd make an excellent high school sports official. We need more officials in South Dakota, because with no high school officials, there are no high school sports. Sign up today at highschoolofficials.com.
The Dells Theater is the area's best theater experience and value. This beautifully restored theater is located on Main Street in Del Rapids. Enjoy the pick of the best first-run hit movies at bargain prices and enjoy the best popcorn around. Contact the theater about renting time to play video games on the big screen, 428-3456, or online at dellstheater.com. Here's what's showing this week at the Dells Theater. Del Rapids Ace Hardware has everything you need to get your projects done. Stop in and visit their paint department for Benjamin Moore paint products. For your big projects, see their great selection of power tools and their line of steel products for your outdoor projects. Del Rapids Ace Hardware also has everything for your grilling needs, including Weber and Traeger grill models. Their knowledgeable staff will help with all of your home project questions. Del Rapids Ace Hardware is open 7 days a week and located at 1108 State Highway 77 in Del Rapids. The Riverside is a premier event venue designed to host unforgettable gatherings of all kinds, from weddings and graduations to corporate meetings, trainings, and private celebrations. With a focus on personalized service, they ensure every event reflects your unique vision. Their dedicated event coordinator will work closely with you to manage every detail so you can relax and enjoy a seamless experience. Located in Del Rapids, visit their website for more information, riversidedelrapids.com.
We're ready to get started for set number 3. Baltic Bulldogs having their way with the West Central Trojans right now. Won the first set 25-22, won the second set 25-14. Sioux Falls Christian's taking on Lennox tonight. They are tied, Sioux Falls Christian up 1-0. Lennox is leading them in set number 2, 15-14. Del Rapids is up 2-0 over Madison, and they are up by 2 in set number 3, 10-8. Cook Central Montrose, Parker Marion, they are tied up at 1 set apiece. Dakota Valley's up 2-0 over Elk Point Jefferson. And we are into the action. Clark serving for the Bulldogs. Nice dig. Pushed over by Even. Free ball, Lendertz. Even. Man, monster swing put down there by Pickett. Here comes the Bulldogs on the attack. Too strong there by Witzel. And the Trojans get the first point of set number 3. Free ball attempt here, brought across. Pushed to the back corner. Pushed a little too hard. Point over to the Bulldogs. Lendertz to serve. Eideker back across, blocked up front. Oh, got a net violation there on Gross. And the Bulldogs go up now in set number 3, 2-1. Last time these two teams met, Trojans came out with a 3-2 win, and there is a service error. Engel serving for the Trojans. And she's got to get an ace. First ace on the night for a Trojan player. Clark pops it up, even. Witzel with the big swing and off a blocker, out of bounds. Point to the Bulldogs. Larson to serve. Rolls that off the top of the ribbon. And that one was put down by Harden. Harden with 5 kills. Gross back to serve. Even. Overpass. Lendert's going to pop it up, back to even, or sorry, Witzel. My apologies. Lendert's back set. Here comes even. And it hits the antenna, so it's going to be a Trojan point. Trojans with their largest lead, up 5-3 here in set number 3. And service error. So each team has had a service error here in set number 3. Witzel back to serve. Two service errors for the Bulldogs. Jordan Phillips, 5'6" sophomore, serving. Even. That one's going to sail out on her. Trojans up by 3. Set number 3, they lead 7-4. Clark's just going to roll that one over the top. Trojans pick that up. Trojans unable to return it. Bulldog point. Kortemeyer to serve. quick set. Nice. Picked up by the Bulldogs. Free ball attempt. Eideker. Trojans roll that one back across. Witzel's going to push it to the back corner. Knight pops it up. Big swing. Witzel back. Quick little dump over. That was a quick dump by Larson. Bulldogs are going to get the point. They pull to within one. And that's going to drop in for a point. Side out to the Trojans. Harden back to serve. She's got 5 kills. Back across. Even is just going to push that one across right in the middle. Here comes the Trojans on the attack with an off-speed. Lendertz comes out of the back to pick that one up. Hit just a little too hard by the Trojans. They lead 9-6, and the Bulldogs want a timeout. We'll take one, too. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network, where the Trojans are up 9-6.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
We're going to be coming back live from a Bulldog timeout. Just want to also point out that tomorrow night, Class 11A football action in Del Rapids. Lennox will be traveling up there. Del Rapids Couriers with a 7-3 record. Lennox 8-2. And then down at the USF Sports Complex is going to be Sioux Falls Christian 10-0, taking on the West Central Trojans 7-3. Evans just got a roll shot that one back across. Here comes the Trojans on the attack. And Ingles with a big swing and off a Bulldog blocker gets a point. Harden continuing to serve for the Trojans. Witzel puts that one down with a heavy swing, dug up by the Trojans. Even off a blocker. Knight's going to pop it up. Eideker chases it down and put straight down by Ingles. Trojans up by 5, their largest lead of the night. They are rolling right now. Witzel set back across, big swing. Going to be just pushed across by Ingles. Lendertz is going to come up, back to Even. Swings hard, drops it in there as she uncorked on that one to get the ball back for the Bulldogs, and she will be serving. Ingles with a little off speed, picked up there by Pickett. Ingles is going to swing. Oh, Lendertz gets back up, brought back across, free ball. Off speed, pancaked out by Witzel. Great rally by both these teams. Opportunity here for the Bulldogs on the attack. Dug up. Swing by Ingles and off a Bulldog blocker for a point. Back up to a 5-point lead. Knight back to serve for the Trojans. Clark, even, goes across and straight down was Kortemeyer. Or I'm sorry, That was not Kortemeyer. That was Larson on that far side. Clark back to serve. Eideker. Wow. We got a left on the Trojan, or on the Bulldogs. Man, both these teams have some cannons behind them tonight. Ingles now with 10 kills. She leads both teams. Eideker back to serve. Witzel. Quick set back to Witzel. Big swing. Goes off a Trojan blocker out of bounds. Back to the Bulldogs. Lendards to serve. Knight, Eideker. Back sets it to Ingles. Her shot is tipped. Back set, there's a quick push. Knight, Eideker, back. Little off speed. Larson puts that one down. Trojans are going to bring it across. Free ball. Kortemeyer's going to push it to the back corner. Brought back across by Knight. Over to Witzel. She's going to float that one across. And that is off a Bulldog. Out of bounds. Another kill for Ingles. 14-9 lead for the Trojans. Ingles back to serve for the Trojans. Back set. Larson unable to bring that one back across. Timing between her and Even was just off. Now a 6-point lead for the Trojans. Bulldogs are up 2-0. Trojans trying to keep their season alive. Larson's going to bring it, push that across. On the attack, blocked up front by Kortemeyer. Back across to Witzel. Her shot, when you swing hard, blocks go long, and that's just what happened to the Trojans. Point over to the Bulldogs. Larson back to serve. Eideker, there's a little roll shot, and that's going to be good enough for Hardin. 16-10. Del Rapids, they advance as they just defeated Madison in third set, 25-18. Kortemeyer, her shot's blocked up front. Oh, they're going to say 4 hits as was not blocked. Trojans now up 17-10. Clark. Larson goes back across. Brought down by Even. Blocked up front there by Witzel. Witzel back to serve. Trojans getting it done here in the third set. Little off speed, picked up. Clark with the swing. And that one is put down by Hardin for another Trojan point. Another timeout here by the Bulldogs. Trojans up 18-11 in set number 3. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
The Riverside is a premier event venue designed to host unforgettable gatherings of all kinds, from weddings and graduations to corporate meetings, trainings, and private celebrations. With a focus on personalized service, they ensure every event reflects your unique vision. Their dedicated event coordinator will work closely with you to manage every detail so you can relax and enjoy a seamless experience. Located in Del Rapids, visit their website for more information, riversidedelrapids.com.
Exciting one here in Baltic. Baltic Bulldogs are up 2-0. They've won the first set 25-22. Won set number 2 25-14. And the Trojans trying to keep their season alive. They are on a run up 18-11. Bulldogs just used their last time out. Trojans still have 3, or have their 2. Phillips to serve. Lendertz, back set to even, swings hard, blocked up front, pushed back by Witzel. Back line, Ingles with the swing. And she's going to get the point. Ingles with 12 kills on the night. Witzel for the Bulldogs has 11. Lendertz. Larson tight to the net. Trojans, or Baltic does get it back across. Larson back set to even. Big swing. Dug up by Ingles. And that was a cannon released by Harden. And the Trojans get to 21st. Up 20-11 here in set number 3. And there is an ace made by Phillips. 21-11. 10-point lead for the Trojans. There's a service there. Side out to the Bulldogs. Each team's had 2 service errors in this set. Kortemeyer to serve. Back set. And that one is going to sail out on the Trojans. Harden swung a little too hard on that. Harden has 8 kills. And there is an ace made by Kortemeyer. Bulldogs trying to creep back into this. Quick set. Nice save there by the Bulldogs. Trojans wanted a call. That one is going to be thrown down by Harden for a Trojan point. Harden back to serve. From the back row, Witzel with a big swing, and she gets it done for the Bulldogs. Witzel with 12 kills on the night, even back to serve for the Bulldogs. Appreciate all of our new viewers tuning in to this exciting matchup here between the Baltic Bulldogs and the West Central Trojans. Bulldogs are up 2-0, but the Trojans have a comfortable 22-15 lead right now. Del Rapid Couriers punched their ticket into the Sodak 16. They were out the other semifinal game tonight here in Region 3 ball. Trojans trying to get back into rotation. Nilsson just checked back in. Even. Gets a roll off the tape. Nilsson's going to bring it across. Larson, her shot is blocked up front by Ingles. And the Trojans get another point, 2 points away from winning set number 3. Gross just checked in for the Trojans. Knight stepping back to serve. Knight's gonna drop. Oh, they initially called it in. That is out. The 5'7" sophomore Izzy Clark serving. Push back across. Pickett goes up. Witzel. Trojans hit the antenna. 17-23. Trojans still in the lead. And there's a service error. It's 3 service errors for the Bulldogs. Eidecker to serve. Set point number 1 for the Trojans. And she's going to get an ace, and the Trojans win set number 3, 25-17. We have an exciting one here in Baltic. Bulldogs still lead 2-1. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network. Let's hear from Edward Jones, that is dedicated to meeting the needs of its individual investors. Financial advisor Roger Dooley is now serving Del Rapids investors from a new convenient location at 507 West 4th Street. Roger Dooley and his team can help you prepare for retirement, plan for education expenses, and work toward your financial goals. Call 605-428-4090 for an appointment or visit edwardjones.com to learn more. Edward Jones, member SIPC.
GMC, Chevy, Ford, Ram. Really, any given week, you'll find about all those models on the lot. The most popular brand is gas mileage. That's the truth. We're in Del Rapids. We don't have 50,000 cars driving by our store every day. And the internet and the phone is our bloodline. Golden West has been there and provided us with that from the very beginning.
This is my home.
Let's check out some other scores around Class A volleyball tonight. Who punched their tickets into the SODAC 16. Dakota County defeated Lakota Tech 3-0. Ooh, exciting one there in Platte Geddes as they beat Mobridge Pollock 3-2. Groton area, their final, they win 3-1 over Britton Hecla. We mentioned Del Rapids defeating Madison 3-0. McCook Central Montrose leads Parker Marion 2-1. They are in the 4th set. Hamlin defeats Sioux Valley 3-0. Rapid City Christian leads Hill City 2-1. And Sioux Falls Christian is in set number 3, and they lead Lennox 2-0. St. Thomas More, they defeated Hot Springs 3-0. Miller defeats Chamberlain 3-0. Clark Willow Lake defeats Great Plains Lutheran 3-0. Dakota Valley defeats Elk Point Jefferson 3-0. Wagner and Mount Vernon Plankinton are at 1 apiece, and winners defeating Pine Ridge 1 set to none. So that's how some other games around Class A ball is looking. And we're getting ready for set number 4. Trojans came out firing in the first set. There's a joust up front. Ingles wins that. Ingles is going to swing. Too strong. And the Bulldogs go up 1-0. Leonard's serving for the Bulldogs. Knight, Eidecker. That one is touched by a Bulldog, blocked out of bounds, tied up at 1 apiece. Ingles back to serve. Even sets it back. Larson just gets it over the top. Blocked, and it hits the antenna. That's going to be a point. Oh, officials want to talk this over. Right now they gave the point to the Bulldogs. All right, they work it out, and the point is going to go over to the Trojans. And I have to agree with that call. Ingles continuing to serve. Lendertz. Larson. Evans going to return that one. She's going to get the kill. And we are tied up at 2 apiece. Larson back to serve. Quick set. And that's gonna hit this near, falls inbounds on this near sideline. Sophia Gross gets a point. She will step back to serve for the Trojans. Clark pops that. Larson back set. Swing, blocked, and that goes down. Witzel's timing was off just a hair. Trojans double their score, up 4-2. Last time these two teams met, they went to a full 5 sets. Witzel. Larson, that's going to hit the antenna on even. Trojans starting to get the gears turning here in set number 4, up 5-2. Lendertz, overpass, off speed. Quick dump over. Baltic's defense going to reset. There's a free ball attempt. Up. And that one's going to drop in for Kortemeyer. Back over to the Bulldogs with Witzel serving. That one is going to sail out on Hardin. Bulldogs pull to within 1. Hardin has 9 kills. Ingles has 12. Witzel has 13 kills for the Bulldogs. Quick set, little off speed, and that is good enough for a McKinney point for the Trojans. Up 6-4. Phillips to serve. Lendertz. Larson back sets it, pushed across by Witzel. Here comes the Trojans on the attack. Off speed, read by Harden. Harden is only a freshman. We'll see her for a few more years as she develops her skill set. Harden now with 10 kills. She's in the double-digit range. Leonard's chased down by Larson. Witzel, back set, even. Big swing, popped up by Ingles. And Trojans unable to return it, and the Bulldogs are going to get the point. Down by 2. Taylor Borgen checked in for the Trojans. Knight's going to bring it, free ball. Kortemeyer, back set, big swing, and that one was put down by Sophie Even for a Bulldog point, and the Bulldogs are making this exciting. They pull to within 1. Even with 6 kills on the night. Kortemeyer to serve. That is off a Pickett up front for a Trojan point. Harden back to serve. Quick set. Pickett gets it up and over. Free ball, unable to be brought back across by Ingles. Bulldogs pull to within 1. Even steps back to serve. Knight, Eideker, Ingles, dug up by Even. Lenderts. Clark returns it. Ingles with the big swing. Lenderts is going to pick that one up. Back across. Witzel off speed. Picked up by Eideker. Ingles with another big swing and gets the kill. Between Ingles and Witzel, wow, they got 26 kills together on the night. Knight to serve. Lenderts, and Knight's got to get the ace. Two aces for Knight tonight. Wow, that's a lot of Knights. Eideker, quick set. And that is going to be touched and out of bounds on the Bulldogs. Trojans go up 11-7 in set number 4. We're going to step away for a Bulldog timeout. You don't want to miss this action. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
Del Rapids Ace Hardware has everything you need to get your projects done. Stop in and visit their paint department for Benjamin Moore paint products. For your big projects, see their great selection of power tools and their line of steel products for your outdoor projects. Del Rapids Ace Hardware also has everything for your grilling needs, including Weber and Traeger grill models. Their knowledgeable staff will help with all of your home project questions. Del Rapids Ace Hardware is open 7 days a week and located at 1108 State Highway 77 in Del Rapids.
Coming back to the action here in Baltic. Coming out of a Bulldog timeout. Bulldogs won set number 1, 25-22. Won set number 2, 25-14. And the Trojans won set 3, 25-17, and they lead 11-7 here in set number 4. Both teams with a 21-8 record as Ellie Knight continues to serve. Even's going to chase that down. And there's a Trojan point. Clark pops that. Evan's going to chase it. Swing made by Larson. Dug up by Lendertz. Back row by Witzel. And she picks up a point as she uncorked from that back line. Witzel now with 14 kills. Trojans talking things over with the officials. Clark to serve for the Bulldogs. Heidecker chases it down. Things are up tight. Larson or even hits into some blockers. Trojans get the point. 13-8 lead for the Trojans as Heidecker steps back to serve. Even chases that down. That one was outstretched and rolled. Kill for Witzel. Lendertz to serve for the Bulldogs. Bulldogs still trail by 4, 9-13. Knight, Heidecker, up. Blocked up front. Joust at the net. Blocked by the Trojans, and it's going to fall in on the Bulldogs side for a Trojan point. Now up 14-9. Trojans still have 2 timeouts. Bulldogs have 1. And Ingles back to serve. Exciting one here in Baltic. This is what playoffs are all about. Too hard. Bulldogs wanted a touch. They're not going to get it. Trojan point. Now up 15-9. Dug up by Lendertz. Larson to return it. She rolls that one across. Dug up by Clark. Overpass. Tight at the net. Man, a couple of jousts at the net. That sails out on the Trojans. Meredith Larson, a 5'8" senior, serving for the Bulldogs. Off the net, good job by the Bulldogs reading that. Witzel gets it across real quick. And that one is a kill for Gross. She's got 9 on the night. Back to a 6-point lead. Clark. Witzel's going to go across. Even rolls that one back across. Up tight for the Trojans, and straight down is a Hardin point. And we're going to have another Bulldog timeout. We'll take one too. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
Del Rapids Lumber, located at 1208 North Highway 77 in Del Rapids, is your one-stop shop for all of your home improvement needs. They also have a wide variety of decking options to choose from, so you're sure to find something that fits your needs. They have everything you need to complete your home improvement projects, from lumber and hardware to paint and tools. They only sell the highest quality products, so you can be confident that your home improvement project will be a success. Come on down to Del Rapids Lumber today and let them help you make your home improvement dreams a reality.
We're going to be coming out of a Bulldog timeout. They trail by 7. Bulldogs won set number 1, 25-22. Won set number 2, 25-14. And then Trojans won set 3, 25-17. And they have been on a roll. Bulldogs trying to stop the bleeding here. Gross steps back to serve. Gross is going to get the ace. Leonards pops it up. Larson, even. Her shot's blocked. Leonards, and things are up tight. Witzel's shot is blocked, and that is going to be a Trojan point. Trojans getting it done offensively and defensively here in set number 4. This has got the makings of a 5-set match. Too strong, and the Bulldogs get the side out. Witzel back to serve. Things are up tight, and a little off speed there by the Trojans. They hit that magical 20 number. Phillips back to serve. Lendertz going to be chased down by Witzel. Free ball coming across. Phillips picks it up. Eideker. Free ball attempt here for the Bulldogs. Goes across. That was a monster swing by Clark on that far side. Goes off a Trojan for a Bulldog point. Pickett just checked in for the Bulldogs. Kortemeyer to serve. Eideker with the back set swing. And that is, the Bulldogs were back just a step too far. Goes out of bounds. Trojan point now up 21-12. Back set, even with the swing. Picked up by the Trojans. Just quick little dump up tight. Pickett with the swing. And that is touched by a Bulldog. Trojans point. Up by 10, 22-12. Back set even. Borgen pops that one up. That's off a Bulldog also. Another point for the Trojans. 11-point lead, 23-12. Harden serving. That one's also going to drop in there for Ingles. And we are at set point 1 for the Trojans in set 4. Up by 12. That is their largest lead of the night. Harden with 12 kills. She's serving. Clark. Set back to Clark. We got 4 hits. That one was not blocked. And the Trojans win 25-12. We're taking this all the way into 5 sets. You don't want to miss this action. We'll take a quick timeout. We'll get back to this match. Going a full 5 sets.
Del Rapids Ace Hardware has everything you need to get your projects done. Stop in and visit their paint department for Benjamin Moore paint products. For your big projects, see their great selection of power tools and their line of steel products for your outdoor projects. Del Rapids Ace Hardware also has everything for your grilling needs, including Weber and Traeger grill models. Their knowledgeable staff will help with all of your home project questions. Del Rapids Ace Hardware is open 7 days a week and located at 1108 State Highway 77 in Del Rapids.
GMC, Chevy, Ford, Ram. Really, any given week, you'll find about all those models on the lot. The most popular brand is gas mileage. That's the truth. We're in Del Rapids. We don't have 50,000 cars driving by our store every day. And the internet and the phone is our bloodline. Golden West has been there and provided us with that from the very beginning.
This is my home.
A game without a crowd is just a scrimmage. A performance without an audience is just a rehearsal. Without your presence, high school sports and the performing arts aren't possible. Ensure that these essential extracurricular activities continue to enrich the lives of students in South Dakota. Purchase a ticket to your local high school's game or performance.
This message presented by the SDHSAA.
All right, we are coming back for some more volleyball, going to set number 5 here in Baltic. Bulldogs won the first 2 sets, 25-22 and 25-14. And the Trojans have been on a roll, and they win set 3, 25-17, and they win set 4, 25-12. Trojans trying to get the reverse sweep. So set number 5, things change up a little bit. We only played to 15 points. And you are in the semifinals of Region 3A volleyball. Winner punches their ticket into the Sodak 16. Fans are on their feet. I see a lot of hands on both sides praying. Bulldogs student section trying to get their team fired up. Witzel is going to get things started for the Bulldogs as she had a big swing, goes off a Trojan blocker. Leonard's to serve. Heidecker with the set. Little off speed there by Gross for a Trojan point. Excuse me. Couriers also in this region. They punched their ticket in, winning 3-0. Ingles with the serve. Larson goes across. Witzel dug up by Knight. Joust up the net. Kortemeyer with the smash. Larson back to serve for the Bulldogs. And there's a service there. Tied up at 2 apiece. Gross back to serve. Clark digs that one up. Back set to Witzel, sorry. Comes the Trojans. Blocked up front by the Trojans. Witzel shot unable to be returned. Trojans now take the lead 3-2. Landertz. Kortemeyer. Even. That's blocked up front. Trojans now go up 4-2. We play to 15, got to win by 2. Each team still gets 2 timeouts. And that one is tipped out of bounds. And the Bulldogs are going to take a timeout. Trojans up 5-2 in set number 5. Stay with us. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network.
The Dells Theater is the area's best theater experience and value. This beautifully restored theater is located on Main Street in Del Rapids. Enjoy the pick of the best first-run hit movies at bargain prices and enjoy the best popcorn around. Contact the theater about renting time to play video games on the big screen, 428-3456, or online at dellstheater.com. Here's what's showing this week at the Dells Theater.
Well, this is what playoff volleyball is all about. We are in set number 5. Bulldogs won the first 2 sets, and the Trojans won the last 2. Each one of these teams trying to keep their season alive and punching their ticket into the Sodak 16. Gross continuing to serve. Lendertz, Larson, Kortemeyer. Trojans pick that one up. Roll that back across, back set to even. She's going to go to that back corner, and that goes out of bounds. 6-2 lead for the Trojans. Clark, back set. Witzel tries to push it to the back corner. And that is another kill for Harden. Bulldogs were just a step too far back. 7-2. Trojans trying to make it halfway first, but no, they have a service error. That's 1 for each team in set number 5. Witzel back to serve. Witzel's got 16 kills on the night. She would love to get an ace added to her stat line. Knight, Eideker, and put straight down by Harden. Harden uncorked. Now she has 13 kills. Between her and Ingles, they got 26 kills for the Trojans. 8-3 lead. Up, Clark, big swing. Dug up by Ingles. Knight's going to pop it up. Things are in tight. Witzel from the back row. Nice dig by Knight. Lendertz pops that one up. Clark. Wow, we got a great rally going between these two teams right now. Kortemeyer, her shot is blocked. Dug up by Witzel, back across. Clark off speed. Evans is going to push that one across. Dug up by Larson. Clark rolls that one across. Trojans on the attack. And hits the back line for a point. Let's hear one more time from Edward Jones as the Bulldogs are burning their last time out. Edward Jones is dedicated to meeting the needs of its individual investors. Financial advisor Roger Dooley is now serving Del Rapids investors from a new convenient location at 507 West 4th Street. Roger Dooley and his team can help you prepare for retirement, plan for education expenses, and work towards your financial goals. Call 605-428-4090 for an appointment or visit edwardjones.com to learn more. Edward Jones, member SIPC. Bulldogs won the first 2 sets, and the Trojans have been rolling ever since. Trojans are up 9-3 in set number 5. And the Bulldogs are out of timeouts. Trojans continue to serve. Lindertz, back set, even swings. Her shot blocked up front by Harden. Harden is having a spectacular game now with 14 kills. Lindertz, overpass, and Bulldogs unable to return that. Bulldogs now trail by 8. Comfortable 11-3 lead here for the Trojans. Chased down by Larson. Witzel from the back row. Too hard, and that sails out on her. 12-3. Things are up tight, and that was swung and put down by Harden of all people, now with 14 kills. Oh, got the officials talking. And they're going to take that point away from the Trojans and give it over to the Bulldogs. Kortemeyer to serve for the Bulldogs. It's a big hill to climb for the Bulldogs, but we have seen some spectacular volleyball from them. Back set. And that's going to sail out. Trojans want a touch, and they're not going to get it, and the point goes over to the Bulldogs. Trojans on the attack. Opportunity knocking on the door. Clark returns it. Dug up by Ingles. Off speed and a hitting error by the Trojans. Bulldogs making a comeback. They score 3 points. Pull to within 6. Across. Harden. Dug up by Witzel. Pushed back to the corner by Larson. Kortemeyer up. Pickett with the swing. Opportunity. Here comes the Bulldogs on the attack. Even with the swing. Gets the Bulldog point. And the Trojans want a timeout. We'll take one too. Stay with us. This is an exciting one in set number 5. This is Big Sioux Media Sports Network. All right, Trojans take a timeout. Bulldogs on a little bit of a run. Still down by 5, 7-12. And we are in set number 5. Kortemeyer continuing to serve. Pushed over by Harden, even. Larson back to even, pushes it to the back corner. Diving save by the Trojans. Free ball, up, Pickett, down. She gets a Bulldog point at a crucial time here in set number 5. Students are going crazy. We knew this was going to be high energy. These teams win a full 5 sets. Dug up by Larson. Witzel back to even. Dug up by Witzel. Chased down by Clark. Witzel's going to push it over. Trojans with an opportunity on the attack. There's just a roll shot. Up. Pickett, outstretched arms. Dug up by Borgen. Blocked up front by Even. And it's a Bulldog point. Sophia Even, the senior, saying, no way, I do not want to be done for my senior year. And it is 9-12 now. Still the Trojan lead. Even. They're going to come back to her. Things are up tight. Quick dump. Pickett pops it up. Kortemeyer. Free ball brought back across by Larson. Blocked up front by Even. Pickett pops it up. Witzel's got a swing from the back row. Roll shot over by the Trojans. Even. Too strong. 13-9 lead for the Trojans. Side out. And Harden back to serve. Harden again with 14 kills. Even on the Bulldog side of things. 2 aces, 7 kills tonight. Lindards. Clark with the swing. They're saying that was blocked. Even's going to push it across. Trojans on the attack. Touched. Clark pops it up. Little off speed, and that is dropped in there by McKinney. Match point here for the Trojans. The Trojan fans are on their feet. 14-9, set number 5. Harden to serve. Here comes the Bulldogs. Trojans with an opportunity to finish it. Blocked up front by the Bulldogs. Ingles with another swing. Her shot is blocked, and that is a Bulldog point. 10-14. Even back to serve. Even's had 2 aces tonight. Trojans on the attack. They push that across. Ooh, just about Witzel. Here comes the Trojans. Up, the things are up tight. And that is tipped. And the Trojans win in a reverse sweep, 15-10. And they punch their ticket into the Sodak 16. Wow, what a crazy game here in Baltic tonight. Both these teams come in with a 21-8 record. This is how the scoring looked. Baltic went on top first with a 25-22 win in set 1. Set 2, the Bulldogs won 25-14. Trojans reset. They win set 3, 25-17. Win set number 4, 25-12. And this 5th set went 15-10. It's kind of interesting when West Central won back in September. They won their 5th set 15-11, so almost a similar score. So the season comes to a close for the Bulldogs. Want to tip off our hats to some of the seniors. Number 6, Meredith Larson. And number 13, Sophia Even. So hats off to those young ladies. They have left their mark on Bulldog volleyball. And congratulations to the West Central Trojans. They have punched their tickets into the Sodak 16. Once all these matches are done tonight, everything will get reset and the seating will be taking place, and we'll have more volleyball next week. Del Rapid Couriers, they will be in the Sodak 16 also, so you can check them out on Big Sioux Media. Again, tomorrow night, lots of football on Big Sioux Media. Got Del Rapids. They are playing some football. Del Rapids is going to be playing Lennox, and then Sioux Falls Christian is going to be taking on West Central. So with that, this is Jared Ruesch with Big Sioux Media, wishing everybody a good night and congratulations to the Trojans moving on.